Hello everybody and welcome back to another fantastic episode! And today we are back with Wallace and Gromit, the Grand Adventures.
Minor adjustments to its remote control. I think you'll find it a reformed character now.
I'll be the judge of that.
Also, I've been watching some Wallace and Gromit because I love this show, man.
Hey there, prisoner. Kindly look at me when I'm talking to you.
Forget, what did I put in his hat? Well, I know this is crying, so it's either this or this.
Blasted him.
Okay, well, now I know it's top and middle.
I'm a...
Constable Dip.
Oh no. I'll be... Time we had a little chat. Look at me when I'm talking to you.
Wensleydale.
That's more like it. Do you regret what you did?
And now I go middle, because it sounds like he's crying.
He's weeping. Maybe this contraption's got feelings after all.
Well, I'd be worried about that. Also, I got this now. Helps keep the hair on my fucking
I want a truthful
face.
answer. If I release you from custody, will you do it again?
And now I look outside?
Well, I'll be damned. The prisoner has been interviewed
Yes?
and having exhibited signs of repentance.
Oh, there we go.
Prepared to release him into your protective custody, provided, Wallace, you give me an assurance that you'll keep your blinking eye on him. Or it. Or whatever he answers to.
Oh, I'll keep an eye on him, Constable Dibbins. You have my word on that.
Okay. Oh, my phone. Okay, so... I forget. Do I have everything now? Nope, it's not the kitchen. This is the kitchen. Okay, okay, so I have the nutrient bar.
1 unit of energized fluid for a creamy finish.
Do I... No. I'm guessing the tea bag is still... Yep, it's still on our chest.
Hey up, Wallace, love. How's business? Drop by any time.
Mr. Gabberley.
Gone away! Went to Timbuktu! Won't be back until spring!
So, might you be interested in signing up for my honey deliveries, Mrs. Gabberley? Fresh daily.
Ooh, I should say so. I'm partial to a spot of honey for my tea.
Waste of money! We'll never see honey for tea! Or breakfast, for that matter!
Oh, shut up, you! Wallace knows what he's doing. He's got a head for business.
Is that a head? I took it for a parsnip.
Pay him no mind.
How do I get that? How do I get?
If you'd like to sample my honey, Mrs. Gabberly, there'll be a free tasting tonight at Mr. Panier's Tea and Crumpet Festival.
Oh, is that so? Well, I'll have to pop by.
I wouldn't bother. He'll never make the delivery.
How do I? Okay, hang on. I'm gonna take a minute to figure this out. Okay, I'm back. Maybe.
Mr. Gabberly.
Kindly call again. Opening houses when we're not.
Could those be? I couldn't help but
Okay,
notice
there we
the
go.
flowers on your window ledge, Mrs. Gabberly.
Aye, lovely, aren't they? Bring a touch of summer to the town square. Especially the purple pansies. Always been partial to pansies, me. You should see the flat. It's full of them.
Blinking weeds, if you ask me. Can't abide them.
Oh, go and suck a lemon, you moaning ninny. Oh, now look what you've done, you clumsy oaf. And open up that window when I'm yelling at you.
All right. But only to prove your insults don't get to me anymore. I can deflect them all.
Is that so?
I need the purple pansies down.
Pardon me, Mrs. Gabberly. I wonder, that is, could you spare a...
Verb.
Sorry?
Give me a verb, Wallace. An action word.
Oh, playing a word game, are we?
In a manner of speaking.
Oh, well, let's see. A verb. Chew is an action.
Ooh, I like that. That's a good one. Now I need a thing.
A thing.
Aye, you know, something physical you could touch.
Something I can touch.
Toad?
Toad?
Why not? Now a descriptive word, if you please.
Descriptive word.
Greasy.
Oh, that's a corker, that is. Last one, nearly done. I need another thing. Or like a person or animal.
A person or animal? Now, let me see now. Grub?
Yes, that's a thing. Hey!
What is it now?
Go chew! A toad, you greasy grub!
Cute little bleeders, grubs. Used to keep one as a pet. Named her Edwina.
A good solid insult, I thought. But maybe we need to think different.
Okay, think different.
That was an interesting word game, Mrs. Gabberly.
Want to play again?
Good.
I need a word, Wallace.
How about cheese? It's one of my favorites.
No, an action word.
Oh, yes, an action word.
Blast.
What about batter?
Fine, that'll do. Now a thing, if you please.
Right,
A thing.
thing.
Doo-doo.
Oh, I've got a good one. Dodo.
Why not? Now a descriptive word, if you please.
Cheap.
Oh, what about cheap?
You're good at this. And finally, a person or a thing.
A person or a thing? Gentleman?
Yes, that's a thing.
That's a thing. Maybe this insult's good. I don't know. I love this game. More.
It now!
Oh, batter! A dodo, you cheap gentleman!
Cheap? Well, I know the value of a pound. Any road. Gentlemen! Oh, that's hitting below the belt!
He's proud of being nasty, that's the problem. But maybe that's his weakness too.
I love this game. More.
Quite a...
Another round now. Give me an action word.
Okay. Blast. Savage? No. Pops.
is a nice action word.
Fine, that'll do. Now a thing, if you please.
Right, a thing. Mouth?
Why not? Now a descriptive word, if
Oh?
you please.
Cheap?
Oh, what about cheap?
Cheap gentleman, again.
A person.
A person? Gentleman?
Yes,
Okay, let's hear this. Come on, but baby, let's hear this one.
go pop
Your mouth.
mouth, you cheap gentleman.
Cheap? Well, I know the value of a pound. Gentlemen.
Abuse just bounces off him, the old blowhard. Maybe we should take the opposite approach.
Okay.
Well, I suppose.
Don't now.
Okay.
How about lift? That's an action.
Fine, that'll do. Now a thing, if you please.
Right. A My suggestion would be prune.
Why not? Now a descriptive word, if you please.
I know. Blustery.
And finally, a person or a thing.
Toad.
A person or a thing? Toad?
Yes, that's a thing.
I don't know. I'm just clicking random shit, hoping something sticks.
Hey,
What is it now?
go left. A prune, you blustery toad!
Blustery? Ha! I've got powerful lungs, if that's what you mean. Need 'em to drown you out.
I've tried every offensive word in the book. Maybe I ought to try something inoffensive, just to confuse him.
Inoffensive.
Purple pansies. You seem to be...
Stay here and back me up. Now, give me...
Something... Hang on, let me figure this out.
Now,
How about the verb to stew?
fine, that'll do. Now a thing, if you please.
Right.
Thing.
A thing. Toad?
Why not? Now a descriptive word, if you please.
Pruny?
You're good at this. And
Mhm.
finally, a person or a thing.
Person or a thing.
Person or a thing?
Person or a thing. Person or a thing.
Turkey?
Yes, that's a thing. Hey,
What is it now?
oh, stew! A toad! You pruny turkey!
Truly, I do enjoy me long baths.
You see how cruel he is to me. And me, so meek and mild. Whoever said opposites attract?
Purple pansies.
One.
What?
Now.
I don't know. Hang on, I'm gonna spend a few minutes trying every combination I can think of.
Hop is a nice action word.
Okay,
Fine, that'll do.
this
Now
has to
a
work.
thing, if you please.
Right. A thing.
A thing.
How about stew?
Why not? Now a descriptive word, if you please.
Mild?
You're good at this. And finally, a person or a thing.
A person or a thing? Gentleman?
Yes, that's a
Please
thing.
make this work. I spent almost a fucking hour trying to figure this out.
Hey,
What is it now?
go pop. A stew pot, you mild old gentleman!
Hey! You do know how to wound a bloke, Winnie.
Eee! Ha ha! Got him that time! Serves him right for being such a grumpy old grandad.
Would you mind, if that is, could you see your way fit to lending me that pot of pansies, Mrs. Gabberley, for business purposes?
Business purposes? Well, be my guest. I've got bunches of them.
Ooh, okay, finally, Jesus.
Miss Flint, if you'll just take a look at the pansies, I think you'll...
I told you, Mr. Wallace. I refuse to let those yellow hooligans have the satisfaction of... Oh, apple. You see? They're mending their ways. They just needed a firm talking to, that's all.
Yeah, sure.
Mother forgives you, you naughty little pansies. Sweet satisfaction, Mr. Wallace.
Yes, indeed. Very sweet.
Alright, we got the last thing. Fucking finally. All this just to grow some fucking flowers. You bunch of lemons. This is a bunch of fucking ball hockey.
One dose of strongium into the mix. Now to mix up my very own quick grow muscle formula. That ought to do it. No, the mixomatic's all mixed up. Stop! Stop! Help! Gromit!
There it is. I was waiting for the help, Gromit.
Checking to see if anything's sprouted yet, Mr. Wallace.
Well, as a matter of fact, Miss Flit,
Really? I don't see what you're hoping to...
Let's fucking go!
it works.
Also, I'm gonna record a long. Also, this is gonna be a long episode, people, because I'm gonna be I'm gonna be recording for a bit longer. I want to at least complete this episode.
If I hadn't found
Each episode is 3 parts. You should not make that promise.
My miracle grow formula, and then
Oh!
you really must be careful what you chuck out. You know?
Oh, she's overseen something so big.
Oh, my word. I think I'm going to faint.
This ought to be plenty of fuel for the old pollinator.
How the fuck did you fit that in your pocket? Okay, to the basement. Woo!
Champion, that is. 50 gallons of honey and just in time for my annual tea and crumpet festival. Pleasure doing business with you, Wallace.
Always aim to please, our bees. That's the last of our bills, Gromit, and we've got just about enough left over for that little holiday we've been planning.
Hey!
I fancy Blackpool. Oh, yes, lad. I think our money troubles are over at last.
Air raid! Air raid! Petrol
Oh, dear.
stations
Not
everywhere!
this again.
Excellent vantage point. Prepare for a crash landing, you devils! Sorry, Wallace, but I'm going to have to commandeer your dining room.
Now, just a minute, Major Crumb.
No time to argue, old man. The whole town's under bombardment.
But
Here they come!
Giant bees!
Buzzing heck, Gromit. Giant
Buzzing egg Gromit!
Help the good citizens of West Wallaby Street! Civilians out!
But
That's an order, Wallace. Private Gromit, kindly escort this civilian from the battle zone.
Wait, do I play Gromit? I play Gromit! No!
Soldier!
good heavens, Gromit, you don't suppose those monsters have anything to do with our honey-making operation, do you? Bumbling heck! My quick grow formula. It didn't just affect the flowers. Just hope it's a wrong number and not more bad news. Yes, Mr. Paneer. Well, of course you're upset. Being dive-bombed by giant bees isn't good for any business. We're doing all we can to get the situation under control. Normal honey service will be resumed as soon as possible. With normal-sized bees. That's a promise. There's a giant fly in the soup, lad. And it's shaped like a bee. They're taking over the town. Time to read the riot act. I am their employer, after all.
No, Wallace, you stupid dumbass!
Oh! They won't listen. They're completely out of control. This honey business has a sting in the tail and no mistake. Oh! Do something, Gromit! Hello, from B to... Oh, Constable Dibbins. Well, after all, it was an innocent mistake. Careful with the auto-flip frying pan, lad. The timer mechanism is very delicate. It's liable to spring at odd moments. Well, of course I'll try. Gromit will be happy too. Oh, very capable. I trained him myself, I assure you. I know Constable Dibbins. Yes, Mr. Paneer said. Yes, I know. It's terrible. Oh, I don't know that I'd say that. Well, after all, it was an innocent mistake. The ingredient.
Ah, Mr. Gapple here. I ain't much good at eating humble pie, but I spoke out of turn yesterday. You're not as daft as after all. What I said to you, I take it all back. You're a credit to the town. Just a minute. What's this? Ah! Giant bigot bees! Oh my giddy heart! There's only one nincompoop round here what could have caused this!
Yes, I know.
Okay, well, I'm gonna have to figure this out. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope all of you enjoyed. I will definitely see you in the next one. Goodbye!